Hi everyone, welcome back. Bit of an update of the Z7 II, how I found it, what I've shot with it over the first 4 or 5 days, and some of the images I've got. I've been out a few times, nighttime shoots. I'll show you the photos in a bit. Also done some wildlife using the FTZ adapter, 2 adapter. This thing is a beast. It's light, or lighter than the D500. Has more features on it, which you'd expect, being mirrorless. I haven't changed anything apart from a few bits and bobs on it. But all in all, it's just easy to work with. It's took me. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It took me a while to get used to the focusing, especially on wildlife, because I've been trying to do it the same way as I used to on a DSLR. So you can have your 25 points, yeah, or single point focus, and I was trying to do the same with that, and it doesn't quite work the same. So that's it's a step. It's a learning curve, and I think I'll be learning that curve, or learning quite rapidly with it. But I'll show you some of the images I've taken. Bear in mind, the nighttime stuff is all tripoded. I'll show you the settings of it, and I can show you the length. Now, I've said before in the unboxing, I think in the unboxing it just said, I said 6 minutes. You can actually do 15 minutes of a long exposure. 15 minutes. Can you imagine what that's going to be like for star trails and stuff like that? Wow, that's going to be fun. But anyway, I'll show you some of the images I've got up so far. So here are all the images. Yes, there's owls. There's owls at the end. And we've all been here, Infinity Bridge. If you're from around these parts, you'll know this bridge quite well. So this is Infinity Bridge. And you can see up here, I'm on f8, 25 seconds, ISO 124mm. Now I am shooting all of this type of image, so nighttime things, I'm shooting with the f4 24-70 Z lens that came with the camera. All the wildlife stuff is using the FTZ adapter, FTZ2 adapter, and my Sigma 150-600. If you want a review of that, I'll try and put a link to it anyway. This is the first image, like I said, 24mm, 100 ISO, f8, 25 seconds, and it's on manual focus. Sorry, manual focus. So I'll focus this myself, and I'd say that was a nice image. Now, the thing I like about that is basically as you go through these images, because they're pretty similar. Again, same again. I mean, as you go through these images, you've got the stuff like this. So I've gone to f16, 31.5mm, ISO 100 at 60 seconds. So this is a 60-second exposure. And I just like the way it does that. I mean, it shows you how flat it was. You know what I mean? It's a really, really nice image. Could have turned it black and white if I wanted to, but I thought, no, I like the little bits of colour here and there. Now, the only thing you've got to worry about is working with 45 point whatever megapixels. My computer is not liking it at all. But hey ho. But again, nice image. F16, 60 seconds exposure. I mean, I did this at quite 5.6, half a second exposure. Again, I think this is the only image I had to do any type of noise reduction on it. None of the others have got noise reduction. I didn't see the point in doing it. You can't see any noise. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the way the camera's set up or what, but there's not a lot of noise in them at all, which is nice because you don't have to start messing around with noise reduction. Same place, just a longer exposure, 25 seconds, f10. Probably one of my most favourite shots of this camera so far is this one. I like the leading lines, I like the start, the way this is all popping, you know what I mean? It's just a nice image. 44mm, ISO 100, and it's 60 seconds, f13. Again, on the Infinity Bridge, as we go across it, or just before we go across it, it's a nice camera, and there's not a lot of noise in it at all. I mean, I can't see much noise in there at all, to be totally honest. You know what I mean? It's just, it's a nice camera to be around. If you understand what I mean, you don't have to work hard to get a nice image from it. Now, I thought the D500, which I've had for 4.5 years, something like that, was a nice camera. Yeah, but this is like, I wouldn't say it was plug and play. You can't just turn it on and start taking fantastic images. Well, you probably could, to be totally honest, because I haven't done much to this. I've got it out of the box, I've had a mess around in the house, I've gone out a few times here and there, and I would say I was up to what I used to be up to with the D500, and I haven't changed many of the settings in the camera itself. So I haven't programmed any buttons or nothing. I've just gone out, took photos, come home, edit them, and that's what you're seeing. Which really, you should be able to do with any camera, I know. Again, Infinity Bridge. It's a nice bridge. I like taking photos of it, sorry. Like I said to you, when it comes down to the wildlife bit, which is one of the reasons I got it, more for the video than the photo, even though I knew the photo would be good. 45 megapixels will be immense. When I thought about taking the photos, I tried to use it as a single point. If you're a Nikon D500 or 850 user, you'll understand what I mean. So you can have single point, or you can have 25 points, so you've got the square with the dots around the outside of it. So I was trying to shoot the same way with this, and it works, but it's not as good as some of the other settings in it. And I'll get into all that lot in another video when I've got my head around it a bit more. I don't want to start giving you a load of rubbish. That one isn't true until I haven't a clue what I'm talking about. So let me get into using the camera properly, and then I'll show you some of the settings that I'll probably use in the camera itself. Because like I say, I don't want to talk about something that I'm not up to date with, if you know what I mean. I just don't want to like waste your time. So when it comes down to wildlife, again, now one of the things that I have tweaked straight away with the camera, I put the ISO to a maximum of 8,000. Just to see what it was like. On the D500 I had it set at 4,000, and I've gone to 8 with this just to see what it's like. So like I say, all these wildlife images, I think most of them we probably shot at f7.1, because I think that's a sweet point with that lens, my Sigma there is. But we'll just go through them and see what you think. We all like squirrels, although I do prefer a red than a grey. Nice dunnock. Again, there is a bit of noise at the background, but it's not loads, and I can live with that considering the bird's lovely and sharp. ISO 1600, half a second, 1/500th of a second. Nice bit of a woody, We all like woodpeckers. Again, ISO 1800, half a second. Little bird having a bath. I think it's a song thrush. No, that's a song thrush. That's a female blackbird. So again, really nice images. ISO 1250. But all in all, I mean, now yellow hammers are a pain in the backside to take photos of. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because it's yellow or black. The camera can't thingy it, but I'm quite happy with these. Again, male bullfinch. Another dunnock. I do like that one. That's a nice image. I mean, I think the highest I was about to say the highest ISO I've been up to now is 3200, and that's this robin. That's what that is, 3200. And then we go into barn owls. See, this was taken about 6 o'clockish, I think it was, if I remember rightly. 6 or something like that. But again, it's ISO 200, 1/64th of a 164. Sorry, 6/40th of a second. You know what I mean? So I could probably bump me shutter speed up a little bit more to make it a little bit sharper. But I can't fault this. Now, if you're wondering why these don't look as sharp as they're supposed to, it's because my computer's having a dicky fit, because I've got 45 megapixel thingies on it. And you see this? There you go. But I can't complain at that. I mean, it's in focus. It's a lovely image. You might not think there is, but give the computer's slow. Sorry. Again. I mean, I'm just gonna do this. 2 seconds. Right, what you're looking at now is the exported photos. So I've exported these. I haven't exported them at 45 megapixels because they'll take forever to upload to wherever I upload to. So at 24. But once they're exported, you can see there's not a lot of noise around them. There is some, but I don't think there's enough to start messing around with. But again, it's I don't think I've done a bad job first couple of nights out, or first couple of days out. Like I say, I predominantly got the camera for landscapes and wildlife, and so far impressed. Yeah, I'm impressed. Once I get the feelers around how to use the autofocus systems and the eye detection and stuff like that, and I do the firmware update, of which I haven't done yet, then things might change again, because apparently the firmware update that's due out on the 24th, so in a week's time, is meant to help the autofocus system again, but we'll wait and see. Anyway guys, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed looking at some of the photos I've taken over the last 4 or 5 days. No doubt there'll be more to come of wildlife and out vlogging properly instead of just sat here. Don't forget to hit the like and the share and the subscribe buttons and all that lot. You have no idea how much it helps the channel. And I'll see you all on the next one. Bye now.